Hello everyone, my name is Emily Worth and I'm currently serving as your 2019-2020 North Carolina State 4-H Council President. And today I'm going to be talking to you about a bit of the basics about working with presentations. Today I'm going to be covering having a table of contents and conclusion, formatting your PowerPoint, what's on the slide, using animations, cleaning up your sources, and a conclusion. So, table of contents and conclusion. These are important because they give your PowerPoint some structure. A table of contents allows your audience to know what you're going to cover, and a conclusion allows them to know when you're starting to wrap up and getting ready to take questions. A conclusion is also important in a competition because it allows the person who's timing you to know when you're getting ready to end your presentation. Next up, formatting. One big thing with formatting is consistency, and this is mainly with your text. It's important to make sure that your text stays the same throughout your entire PowerPoint. For example, if you decide to make your title text 18-point font, Times New Roman, and purple shade 3, every single title in your presentation should be 18-point font, Times New Roman, and purple shade 3, and the same for your body text. Next, contrasting color. There are two main points I want to talk about with color. First is light on dark and dark on light. What I mean by that is when you have a light background, use a dark text color, and when you have a dark background, use a light text color. As you can see with my presentation, for my title, I have a white text color because it's on a dark purple background. And for my body text, it's black because it's on a white background. It just makes it a lot easier to see. That leads me to my second point. I've seen a lot of presentations where people decide they're going to make their background bright, crazy colors and their text also bright, crazy colors, thinking that it'll make their presentation pop. And it does, but not in a good way. Here are some examples of how it ends up looking. And I don't know about you, but from the ones that I've seen, it makes it very difficult to pay attention and look at the slides for a long period of time. Next, what's on the slide? I've seen a lot of presentations where people come in and they have paragraphs on the slide, and then they proceed to read those paragraphs instead of interacting and engaging with the audience. That's just one of the many reasons why bullets are so important to use for your PowerPoint. When using bullets, you give your audience an idea of what you're going to talk about, but it makes them listen and pay attention to you to get all of the information. With bullets, you want to make sure you're concise. I typically stick to the rule of 2 to 4 words for each bullet. Here's an example of having a paragraph on the slide versus using bullets. When you type out everything you're going to say in the slide, the audience doesn't listen to you. They read the slide and tend to tune you out. Plus, it doesn't look as uniform or professional. It looks a bit like you copy and pasted a speech into text boxes. I'm saying these words at the same time as you're reading them, but your attention isn't on me. It's on reading the words. Now here's what it would look like if I took my key points out of that paragraph and put them into bullets. It's much more clean and professional, and again, gives your reader an idea of what you're going to talk about, but it makes them pay attention to you. Next up, animation. Animation is fun and it's great and it can be used to make your PowerPoint pop and be distinguished. However, you need to use it with caution, because if you go overboard, it can have the opposite of the desired effect. Also, it can cause a lot of mistakes. For example, if you have 4 bullet points on your slide and you animate each one to come in individually, when you are giving your presentation, it can trip you up. If you forget to pull one in when you're ready to talk about the next point and you're talking about it but it's not on the screen, it can really hurt you in a competition. Also with animation, it takes a lot more time than people realize. Even though one animation only takes about 3 or 4 seconds, if you have every single slide animated with the title animated and the text, and if you have pictures, those 3 to 4 seconds really start to add up. Last but not least, sources. Sources are pretty simple. You just copy and paste the website link or the title of the book or wherever you got your information from into a slide. However, here's a tip on how to keep it clean and professional. So when most people put in a source, they don't think about what's going to be said. They simply copy and paste the website address into the address box, hit OK, and let it go. However, if you type, for example, the name of the website or the article into the text and display box, it gives you a much more professional look. As you can see here, the top box has the entire link from the website, and the bottom box just has the name of the article. Doing it like this also allows your audience to see a little bit of where you got your sources from. So today I've covered having a table of contents and conclusion, formatting your PowerPoint, what's on the slide, using animation, and cleaning up sources. Thank you all for listening, and I hope that this was helpful.